gave you today, and we all absolutely appreciate you coming. And guys, please don't judge me. I am on this. I mean, I joined this meeting all the way from my bedroom, so that's the beauty of doing what we do. So I love it. If you see some things that are inappropriate, I pray that you give me some grace. So oh, anyways, and you know what? We always say, even as people are jumping on, we're going to share some really, really awesome information with you guys today. And I always want to start this meeting with one thing. I've learned that parachutes fly better when they are open, and our minds work like parachutes. And today, everything else that we're going to share with you, please just be open-minded, be open, because as you open your mind, you will fly higher. So back to you, Andrea. I was just trying to waste time.
Vamp, vamp. Well, we're live. Welcome everyone to the New Age Africa Business Opportunity Call. We're so delighted you're here. Thank you, Ketsia, for vamping. Thank you, Meredith and Cheryl and Anne, for being here with us today to share the good news in South Africa, Lesotho, Nigeria, where else? Namibia, Namibia, and Swaziland, right? I think those are all the countries that are currently open, so we are excited for you to be here. I'm going to pass it off to Meredith because she's our business builder extraordinaire. And Meredith, let's talk about why we're here today.
Yeah, let's do that. So welcome everyone. And I'm just really thrilled that you're here. We still have people coming in from the waiting room, which is awesome. I'm joining you from the west coast of the United States in a little state called Washington, way up north near the Canadian border. So it's freezing cold here. We're headed into winter, having a bunch of snow. And I'm just pleased that we can all be here sharing our stories with you guys today, even though we don't always love our technology. Today, we are loving it. So this presentation and what we're going to share with you, it really is for you if you're open to new ideas. And one of the things that I think has happened during this last year with the pandemic is it's really united people globally around common causes. And it's allowed us to see so many of the similarities that we all face in our lives rather than the differences. And so these similarities, these are all things that I feel I like to be first. If there's something new, exciting happening, I want to be involved in it. I love to learn. I am an absolute lifelong learner, and this presentation is for you if you are as well. But if you also feel like there's change coming, a lot has happened in these last, I guess, more like 18 months. Maybe you've had a change in job, a change in income. You've seen people around you have a change in health or even succumb to the pandemic and to COVID. And so there's just so much that has happened that is causing us to really think differently. Andrea, thanks. And if you're also like most people, because of all these experiences we've had this last couple of years, you have concerns. You're concerned about your immunity. You're concerned about your health. You're concerned about having a healthy weight because you know that all of the precursors to big problems like heart disease and diabetes and strokes and heart attacks and so many different ailments really are rooted in maintaining a healthy weight. You also want to be able to sleep well. This last year has been stressful. So we want to make sure that we are sleeping well. We want to have energy. I say it all the time. I'm an older mom. My son was born when I was 39. And so that means that I've got to make sure that I have enough energy to keep up with him as an elementary school student. And so I want to make sure that I've got energy to get through my days. And what about inflammation? Also the root of so many different things in our health. So if you're like me, these are things that you've thought about and are actively thinking about improving in your life. So imagine what it would feel like if you were secure with your health, if you knew that you had access to things that were allowing you to live a healthy life, and that you were excited to wake up each day to grow and learn as a part of a community of people who were doing the same thing as you. And what if you were able to help your family and your friends and your network and your connections to really live their best life? This is actually all about making an impact. Very little about this opportunity that we're going to talk with you about today ends up being about you. What it really ends up being about is your ability to have an impact on other people's lives and health. And we're going to share with you today how you can use social media as a resource to increase your income and to help people to change their lives. So we're here to share with you how you can create this vibrant health for you and your family using a proven system. And this is a system that all of us that are speaking today and hosting today are using from our home countries, our hometowns, in order to build not only financial, but also a healthy future for our families. And so we're going to talk with you about how this program can change your life as well.
And now we actually would like to present to you the product we're launching in Africa. So, Kits, hit it.
Okay.
Oh, you missed the video. The video
Hold
didn't
on.
play?
The video didn't play. The video didn't play on my end.
Oh,
Okay.
you don't.
Hold on one second. Apologies, guys. Apologies. Meredith, do you have the video queued on
I
your
have it.
end?
I can
Okay,
get
cool.
it.
Awesome.
One
Sorry,
second.
guys. Sorry, guys.
If you would, I can present to you the video. You are seeing live in action. Our favorite thing, technology.
Let me stop sharing, and you can just flip.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let
Okay,
me
cool.
get ready to share. And
The beauty of technology, guys, is amazing. It's absolutely amazing. And thank you so much for really being patient with us.
Patient with us today, because of course, now that you stopped sharing, there you are, share screen, share sound, and here we go.
Awesome.
And yes, we are super excited to present Hero to you all. My name is Andrea Gewirtz, and I live in Southern California in a town called Huntington Beach, for lack of a better word. It's close there. And I'm a functional nutrition counselor, and I do this business, like Meredith said, in North America, primarily in Canada, and now in Africa. But we have these amazing products that we use all around the world to give people health. And you notice in the promotion there, they said functional nutrition. And I was like, yay! Because that is really, really important to me, that people have nutrition that is, it's nutrition. It's not a quick fix. It's not a gimmick. And so this was designed to be a total 9-part system that increases your health. And it's not like you jump out of the gate and you go do one thing only to be healthy. We've comprehensively put together guidebooks and all these things, and it's timed and timings, and to help you wherever you are in your health journey be well. So there are 4 main components to the system, and the first is ImmunoMX. And ImmunoMX is designed, I like to say, a true multivitamin that's all about boosting that immunity. Like Meredith mentioned earlier, we are really concerned these days with our immunity, with inflammation. We need things that help our antioxidant profile, get rid of free radicals and all these bad things. And they have made this beautiful product that's really high in vitamin C and D3, which boosts your immunity out the roof, along with phytonutrients that do that antioxidant work that I mentioned. So this is the backbone of like your everyday thing that you would take. Then followed that by cleansing and detoxing. Detoxing gets a really bad rap. all around the world. People think you're going to be over a barrel or over your toilet and miserable. No, that is not the design intent of this particular product. Instead, it is to clarify your system and to relieve it of toxins gently and naturally. It is not something you do every day indefinitely. Instead, you do it in cycles so that you can periodically at home detox safely, and it has great things in it that help you do it, like chlorella and turmeric that again fights inflammation, binds bad toxins. Then the next thing that everybody needs but nobody gets enough of these days is sleep. And so there's a product called Nighttime MX. Nighttime MX was designed again to build I think the number one pillar for health, which is sleep. You need sleep and you need stress management if you want to be in a healthy body. If those two things are out of whack, and they're often very intertwined, your health is eroded because of the lack of sleep and too much stress. So one of the things that mitigates stress is sleep. So we have this wonderful product with full of adaptogens like ashwagandha, things that help you stay asleep, sleep well, sleep profoundly, and wake up refreshed. The other thing that they do in terms of overall wellness is when you sleep, you actually can and need process cortisol and get rid of it so that you don't have, like I call it, chronic insulin running through your body, which is the bane of most health problems in the world today, especially as we become more industrialized. So Nighttime MX, another hero, no pun intended, product for the hero line. Maybe a pun is intended. And then lastly, we have Thermo MX. And this is the one that everyone is all abuzz because, there's a mania around the world too about weight release and weight management. People say weight loss, but if you talk to a functional person, they're going to say weight release because you want to release the weight and never get it back. So they've created this wonderful product that supplies energy, makes you alert, but not overly alert because it doesn't have weird caffeine, though it does. It has caffeine and hydrogenous in there. It is actually the good part of caffeine. Let's just put it that way. There is caffeine that is helpful to the system, and it's not excessive, so you can't overdo it. Again, this product is another one of the ones we think is going to be a hero product where you are. And so with that, man, because of the craze for the keto diet and all this other stuff, we also include ketone strips. I don't know if I have that slide for you to test where you are in your fat burning journey. Let's see, do I have that slide? I do. And they have this other component. So if you're really in it to win it and here for the weight release, then we have this other product that helps you gauge how well you are on that journey. And as we mentioned at the start of this, we have this 9-part system that we go over and we teach and train on that enables you to pick your path and go towards total wellness. Now, one of the things that everyone should be concerned with is the fact of the matter is how clean and how good is your product. One of the reasons I partnered with NewAge to use it as a supplement in my line of work is because of our efficaciousness, because of our third-party testing, because what's in the pill is actually what I'm going to be taking and using. I have a family filled with people with a lot of profound food allergy, and this food allergy is life-threatening in the case of my 2 children and my husband. And so when something is not disclosed properly, it has put my family at risk. So one of the things I love about NewAge is this commitment to what we say is in the bottle is really what's in whatever you're consuming. So I firmly believe that this is a great boon to having in Africa to help people in this wellness journey. And so what we found with this, and I don't know, Ket, if you want to do this, because this company was introduced to you and through Meredith, and what made you partner with us?
Absolutely. So for me, I literally just loved I got a lifeline. I was given a lifeline because when I first came to knowing this product, I was battling my own, I had my own health challenges with chronic pain. And because of using some of the amazing products that we have within our brand or the line of brands that we have, absolutely changed the trajectory of my health. I feel better. And I literally adopted a mantra that when you feel better, you look better, because my energy level was low. I started gaining weight, but the overall health was just going a very bad downward spiral. And then I partnered with this amazing company because I also found something on the flip side of a coin. You know, a coin has heads or tail. So at first, my health situation was the head, and then I flipped the coin. I saw, oh my God, this tail is even better. So what we found a 9-part system to literally just improve your life and your health, right? Overall. And also, I found a virtual franchise, and also realized one thing in 2020, from 2020 all the way into 2021, people, the health was in jeopardy, and most people's finances were also in jeopardy. So people were looking, what else can I do while I'm at home? Is there an opportunity out there that I can basically take advantage of while I'm at home? And being a stay-at-home wife, I literally became a stay-at-home entrepreneur because I found an online franchise that gives me absolute beautiful access to the global economy. And I have the ability, or rather we have the ability, to create our own economy. And by saying your own economy, it's incredible because you create that economy if you partner with this amazing franchise system that we've found. And the way we basically found a way to create an online platform, or an online income from a worldwide perspective. Here I am in Pittsburgh, and I'm speaking to people in Lesotho. I'm speaking to people in South Africa. Some people in the UK. Literally, the globe has become our oyster. Is right in the palm of our hands. And we've also found a community of supportive partners. Absolutely incredible community that I'm a part of. So what I kind of want to also get into is, if we can just go to the next slide, my sis.
Kat, I want you to do that, but I also want Cheryl and Leanne to weigh in, because they, like you, had to partner and trust me and trust Meredith. So I don't know if Cheryl wants to go or Leanne wants to go, because they're in South Africa right now. You know what I mean? They're boots on the ground. So which one of you wants to say why you took a chance with us? Cheryl? Okay, don't everyone run to the mic. Sorry.
Okay, I'll go. So, yeah, I was like Ketsia said, I was kind of in that situation towards the end of last year, where I was really just looking for an opportunity to be able to make extra money. I already had my own PR business, and it was going okay, but I needed to find something else that I could bring in extra income with. And more than that, I was going through some hormonal issues after having a miscarriage last year. So I was chatting to Leanne, who's my cousin, about those issues that I was having. And she said, you really need to speak to Andrea. And Andrea introduced me to some of the products that we could get from overseas at the time. So I got those products and started on them beginning of this year, and had instant results with helping my hormonal issues that I had. So I really just knew that these products worked. And then when we were introduced to the fact that the company was launching in Africa and in South Africa, it was just like everything was falling together. Here I had a company that produced products that I know work, and they were coming to South Africa and making a product specifically for us and offering me an opportunity for me to expand I've already got an entrepreneurial spirit. So I really jumped at it with both hands. And the company has just got such amazing ethics, and the brand that they've brought to Africa specifically for us. We're lucky enough to have got the product already a couple of weeks ago and have seen instant results with that as well. So it's twofold for me. It's products which I know work. It solves my health issues that I was having, and I know that I've got a lot of family and friends that these products can help. And more than that, it was helping me with an opportunity to make money and to help myself and my family, because I've got a lot of people that I look after in my family. So that was exciting for me.
And that's just amazing, right? That the right thing came to you at the right time, and that your parachute was open, like Ketsia said at the beginning, you were looking, but you were willing to explore. And that's really what today is all about. So is there anyone else that was going to share a little bit more about their story as well, Andrea? Oops, you're muted.
No, sorry. Leanne could, or I think maybe when we come out of this slide, like have them comment about who we partnered with. I think she could comment here. So
yeah, I had a really so in my career, I spent 20 years in corporate sales and marketing. And after the birth of our son, like I said, when I was 39, I walked away from my job because I wanted to focus on my family. And I, like Leanne, came to the point where I knew that I needed to earn some extra money. And it was important to me, though, who I was going to partner with, because I had a mentor years ago tell me, Meredith, just be really conscious of who you follow. Be really careful who you partner with. Really make sure that they have integrity. Make sure that they are aligned with your values. Make sure that they're doing good in the world. That's always the first thing that you want to look at when you're looking at opportunity. And so when I looked at this opportunity, these are the things that were important to me. How long had this company been around? If I was going to build something, I wanted it to be with a company that had been around for a bit. And we are 9 years old globally, even though we're new in Africa, which is great news for you, because we are like a startup with a history in Africa, which is great. And we're doing 70 different countries. So your ability to build this business is not limited to your home country. It is not limited at all, only to the countries where we are currently doing business, and they are everywhere. We also have the top-rated compensation plan and management team by an independent party called the Direct Selling Association, which is an international company that rates direct selling companies, and we are top-rated there. Plus, we're publicly held, which means that we are traded on the NASDAQ. We have a board of directors who oversees the operations of the company to make sure that we're financially sound, that we're following our values, that we are building for the future. We are expected to do about $500 million in revenue. That was last year, actually. I think we are even expected to top that number this year in 2021, and have a history and trajectory of growth. But probably the most important thing is the vision of this company. And this gentleman here is our founder. His name is Brent Willis, and his family has roots in Africa. I think he's more excited about opening the African market than he has been about opening any of the other markets that we have in the last couple of years. He has a long history in the beverage and food industry. He is absolutely fantastic, but his vision is for us to become the world's leading social selling and distribution company. And that means that they put us, the brand partners, first. Because if they want to be number one in social selling, they cannot do it without partnership with people like you and me. So the company's fantastic. But Leanne, we'd love to know what your experience has been so far, because you've had the chance to meet some of the leadership of the company right in Africa.
Yes, thanks, Meredith. So Cheryl and I were actually very fortunate enough to be able to meet one of our global presidents for NewAge right here in Africa when he came out to meet with us. That was part of a specific incentive that we had to reach. But what really stood out to me was the integrity of the people, and in fact that they really stand for what they believe in, and the business that they've created. They're not here to just make a quick buck and run away. If they say they're going to do something, it's exactly what they're going to do. One of the things that Mark Wilson did tell us was that when they created this business, it wasn't for the money. It was for people to really benefit and understand. Sorry, my brain is all over the place tonight. Sorry about this. I've had a bit of a drama at home this evening. Cheryl, maybe you can actually be the better one to explain this, because I've got drama going on here. Sorry, Andrea. Sorry, guys.
It's okay.
No problem. So yeah, Mark it was really fantastic to meet him and his wife, as well as Craig and Jared and the whole South African team there. And what they really kind of portrayed to us is that the company is about helping as many people as possible. So it's about helping the communities, and already, the things that they are already doing, the community, the incentives that they're doing in South Africa already. They're helping. They've got this whole red movement, which is helping young girls who miss school days due to the fact that they can't go to school when they have their periods. So there's a sponsorship going on with that, and they really do care about communities. They care about making products that help communities. They care about giving people opportunities to earn an income more than making money themselves as the presidents and the high up, and that really does come across. It's not just smoke and thunder and chatting. It really is a true thing that you can see. The company is. I've been in other network marketing companies as well, where the leaders and the presidents and that are kind of put up on a pedestal, and you can't touch them. You go to all of these meetings and events that they have, and they're untouchable. This isn't like that. These guys are there. They're part of us. They invite us to their homes, literally. And that for me was really a big one for me. It was really a company that I know that I want to get involved with.
Thank you, Cheryl. That's awesome. And I'm really glad you felt that and you had the opportunity to meet them. I think one of the other things we want to allude to as we outline like the system and what it means to have this franchise is this idea of residual income, and it's often bandied about in network marketing circles and social selling circles. And for me, this graph, which is great, and I love that you guys found this to put here, is that the work I do today can continue month after month, year after year, year after year. I was on a call earlier today with another branch of our brand partner system, and they sell a product. It's been around for like 20 years, and this man and the leader of this particular arm of our company was commenting how he sold a product to many, many people 19 years ago, and because they like it and they so rely on it for their health, their well-being, they're still consuming that product. There is no other business in the world where you are going to get that money monthly, every other month. It doesn't really matter. As a replenishment, there's no other business like this type of business on the planet that pays you every time someone keeps shopping at your store. So if you could go to Woolworths and buy something and then voila, you made the sale and Nike got the shoes, but you didn't get anything. But in our business, if someone buys a hero product, they want to sleep better. They buy the nighttime and they're like, I can't not sleep without this product. So every month they buy this product from your store. You're going to make a commission. You're going to make some kind of thank you for keeping your store open and reaching into your community, sharing this product and having reliable, regular customers, because then you enable us to keep bringing you at a lower cost, in point of fact, to this greater community. So Meredith and I are obsessed with this slide. I will tell you that this slide keeps me up at night when I think about the power of what's behind it. And so, truly a new opportunity is here for you to grasp and link arms with a global company, because you can sign up in South Africa, but if you have friends in the UK and friends here in America or friends as soon as we open the other parts of Africa, you'll be able to invite them into your business and help them on a journey of entrepreneurship. I know that we are really committed. Meredith and I, we're not in the same. We're in a big global company. Unfortunately, she's not here today. She's listening to something on her partner's council, Debbie Schneider, but we're on the same team under the same person. But we decided to link arms with our girls in Africa and Ketsia, Philadelphia adjacent, but from Africa, to launch this Project 5000. I was really honored when Meredith's like, hey, Andrew, let's do this together. I'm like, okay, I really want to do this because I would like to be part of a group of individuals, men and women, who are affecting the health and the financial future of 5,000 families. And once we do 5,000 families, then it's going to be my own personal 5,000 and your personal 5,000. This never has to end. 5,000 is a juicy number. I love the number, and this is huge. Imagine if we could change health in 5,000 families. before the end of 2022. So I would really love for you to consider joining us in that, because that's where it's at, helping people, right, Meredith? I mean, I don't know if you want to add something, because it's your Project 5000 that I get to partner with.
As I met Ketsia, which was, she hasn't shared much about that, but was honestly completely by chance. We live across the country. We're not super close in age. Our lives are very, very similar, as it turns out. And we have formed a bond, like a sisterhood, like you would not believe. But it's literally because of the luck and the grace of social media that she came into my life. And happened to see something that allowed her to improve her health, which she talked about earlier. Well, imagine how many more people there are like that out there that we can help. And when we think about the reality of creating our own economy, I don't know about all of you, but when I was a child, it was like, go to school, get an education. If you can, go to university. And if you go to university, wow, then you're for sure going to get the big job. You're going to be able to level up your lifestyle. It's almost like a golden ticket to success. And that's not necessarily true anymore, because people are overeducated and underemployed, underpaid globally for what they're doing. And education has become so expensive. So truly the differentiator that we have is creating our own economies. Well, how do we do that in a way that is open to anyone and can be open globally? We do it with this virtual franchise. We do it with social selling. And I want you all to think, do you have Facebook? You can raise your hand or give a little reaction or count on your fingers with me how many of these you have. Do you have Twitter? Do you have Instagram? Do you use YouTube? Are you on TikTok? Do you use Snapchat? Do you use WeChat? Do you use WhatsApp? Do you use Clubhouse? And on and on and on. What if there was a way to monetize those platforms? You're on them all the time anyway. And people are in the habit of asking one another for recommendations, and they're in the habit of purchasing things from and through people who they know, like, and trust. And that is the basis of this business, social sharing. And what's great is we teach you how to do it. So even if you're not an expert in social media today, it doesn't matter, is that we have the opportunity to do that.
And so we're going to just take a minute for you to understand the difference between, we talked about franchise, we've talked about owning a business, and I don't know if Meredith or Ketsia, one of you should do this, because I don't know how many thousands of rand or millions of rand it would take to open a McDonald's. But in America, if you want to start a McDonald's franchise, you need probably 1.25 or $1.5 million, and they tell you where to put it, and they do a lot of different things. I mean, they very much dictate how to be successful, and you have to do it, and it takes a while to pay it back and all these other things. But McDonald's has a system, yes, right? And so I don't know what it costs. Kets, do you know what it costs to do in Africa?
I actually ballpark, I think if you have maybe about 1.8 million rands in your wallet, then you guys can talk. But the thing is not everybody who has that kind of money to even have the opportunity to open a McDonald's franchise. But you know why people who do go with those kind of models? Because there is a proven system, there is a brand, there are tools that are already done for you. All you do is give the check, and you get a whole package, and it's plug and play. But the thing is not everybody, whether you're in Lesotho, whether you're in South Africa, whether you're in the US, anywhere in the world, not everybody has that kind of access of money just sitting around. And people who do, they really don't want to be in a McDonald's franchise. But now let's just talk about from the practical perspective. Say you want to build or open a brick and mortar business today in Lesotho, in South Africa, wherever you're really connecting us from. It might just take a minimum of at least 50,000 rands for you to start your business today, brick and mortar. Maybe you want to open a shoe store, a grocery store, or whatever. The minimum that will take for you to do that, it'll be about 50,000 rands. And we haven't even spoken about the continuous overheads and all of that, because it keeps adding up. And you haven't even made a profit or even a single sale. So when it comes to doing business with our model, with the online franchise that we have, it is a completely different landscape. And what you would find is included within our business model. You get an e-commerce shopping website that's done for you. And here's a beautiful thing about getting an e-commerce shopping website. Even the inventory that you're selling, you don't have to source it. The bigger global brand already has sourced and produced and stored all that for you. All you got to do is open your store and it's already done for you. You got customer service center. It's there. Customer service at your, at your dial. It's there, done for you. Shipping and fulfillment within South Africa, it is there. You have back office reporting. You cannot run a business and you do not know how to have, you don't have access or line of sight to your reports to see what's happening in your business. You have that. You have a already done for you system that gives you that line of sight of what's happening in your business. We got one-on-one mentorship. That's great value. I've learned that if you want to succeed in anything, you always have to have a mentor. And your mentor is always somebody who has walked the journey before you. And they say, if someone has something that you want, you might as well start doing and saying what they say and do. You might just have what they have. And I live by this mantra as well. Success leaves clues. And if you follow the right clues, you will absolutely attain the success that you want. So the one-on-one mentorship that you get with us, it's absolutely incredible because you're going to get people who are going to handhold you and guide you and help you reach the success or the goals that you have, whether it's just a wellness goal or it is the financial or both. We're going to help you. We have online training, sales, marketing, mindset, the whole shebang. We got it. You get it. We got team training that are specific to the team growth. We got social media training. We talked about Snapchat, WeChat, all of that. We have all those platforms, but if you don't know how to optimize them or leverage them, you will basically be sitting on a gold mine. But we're gonna train you and teach you how to position yourself in those platforms. And obviously, you get a choice of your own health and wellness product. You choose your pack and you are open for business. And we have a proven system. Like I said with McDonald's, the reason people go for franchises is because there is a proven system. There's a brand. You don't have to scratch your head and reinvent the wheel. It's already there. You just have to plug and play.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Ketsia. That was an incredible overview of everything that we have with NewAge. And if you have more questions about that, we actually have a getting started call that we will do tomorrow at the same time, where we will get into even further detail around each one of these topics. So people are curious, and we have some questions going on in the chat specifically around this too. It's fun to be able to answer them while you're here. So thanks for participating there. And if you have questions, it's great to drop them in the chat. We love to understand what you're thinking and how we can help you get the information that you came here to learn. So 10 ways to get paid. Really, the way to think about this is in 3 sections. And the first section is when you're just getting started with us. That's where you have the opportunity to earn some upfront income. You can earn retail profit by people purchasing products through your e-commerce store. And again, that's not just the hero line. That could be anybody in any of the 70 countries buying similar products that are specific for their market through your e-commerce store. Your e-commerce store is a global store. And then you also get what we call a first order bonus. So each time you have a new person purchase from you, there's an incentive for you to have those people really shift their spending. What we find often is that people are already spending on products like this. What we want them to do is shift that spending to your e-commerce store and get a higher quality, healthier product delivered to their doorstep. From there, we go into residual income. This is the base commissions, and that really starts to come into play once you have reoccurring orders and you have people that are joining your team. And then the third level of income is really all around bonuses. Bonuses in matching for your team, in advancing in title or success. We have a savings bonus, which is in addition to our pay plan that you can earn. All sorts of different incentives that come into play as your business begins to build. So oftentimes you'll see a compensation plan in network marketing that's either very, very front loaded, so you can make a lot of money in the beginning, or it's very, very back loaded, so that only the people that have been in for the longest and that have, the largest teams are really getting paid. Here, NewAge has done an incredible job of creating a tiered compensation plan where you, as your business grows, you continue to be rewarded, but you are rewarded from the first day, from the beginning. You have a chance to earn that upfront income. So how do you get started, right? It's really pretty easy. Right now, you definitely want to take advantage of a couple of things. Currently, opening a business center in Africa remains free. There is no business enrollment fee. So the first thing that you need to do is open your business center. The second thing that you want to do is select the products that you would like to try from your own store. And we'll show a couple options for that here in just a second. And then the third is to really begin sharing what you found here with other people. We meet every Tuesday at 8 p.m. South Africa time. You can bring whomever you want to this meeting. And we also meet every Wednesday at 8 p.m. South Africa time to really talk about how you can get started in this business, a little bit more detail. So once you do that, then you get all sorts of benefits, a really great discount on the products that you order, the ability to earn that residual or passive income. You may have tax, write-offs that apply to you, and you get the benefit of really making a difference to other people and making an impact in the world. So you pretty much pick your enrollment pack, and we have 4 different packs that you can select from. The ultimate level pack, this comes with some pretty significant benefits to it. Here we've created a model where in the beginning, because product is just entering into the South African market, not only can you bring in product for yourself, but you can actually bring in products that you can immediately share hand to hand with people. And that will allow you to recoup any investment that you've made more quickly because you have the product in hand. They don't even have to wait. They can pay you directly. And then we also have samples available for you as well. The thing about this ultimate level is that right now our president, Brent Willis, is running an incentive where if you start with the ultimate pack and bring 2 partners along who start with the ultimate pack, then you can actually receive 100 shares of our public company. So you become a part owner in NewAge with 100 shares of the company. And I will tell you that Leanne has already accomplished this, and that we have others who are quickly coming to this level as well. So very, very real, very possible for all of you. If the ultimate level is a little bit out of reach, then we have our elite level, which still gives you 1 product for yourself of each, some to sell, and then samples to share. We have as many options as possible because we recognize that different people are in different places with their business and what they would like to have happen. So the good business level is 1 of each product and a handful of samples. And then we also have a starter level, which is 2 of our products and 1 sample of each kind.
And so Meredith just mentioned that Leanne had taken advantage of that Brent Willis challenge. He did. He said when he opened Africa, he was going to create this ability, and they finally disclosed it on the 20th of October of what it was. And it involves taking advantage of the ultimate pack and then helping 2 people also become ultimate within their first 4 weeks. And Leanne, I think you just came back. Did you want to add anything about that process and what made you decide to do it?
Absolutely. Thank you. And sorry about that, everyone. So yes, this ultimate pack and this ultimate challenge has really been a game changer for a lot of people. And we actually just learned today, in the last couple of days, that there's a further aspect to this Brent Willis ultimate challenge, that all the people that achieve this challenge, they not only get the shares, but they also get an hour free weekly coaching with one of the top leaders out of the US. So we're all very excited about that, and we're really pushing hard to get a lot of the team that is able to reach this challenge activated and getting into this group as well. But like I said, when we had the meeting with Mark Wilson, this particular thing that came out when he introduced this to us, it changed our perspective as to what was happening in this company. Because what company in their right mind, and I certainly haven't experienced this ever in my 23 years of working in corporate, that they are willing to invest money up into people and into this country without making a single rand or dollar from us at all from the onset. So this completely and utterly changed the game for all of us. So yeah.
And one last thing, thank you, Leanne, and that is huge because you just came from that meeting. I can't wait to get the full scoop on what happened in the meeting. I was on another training with the South Africa team, and one of the other leaders in a group, a Crossline Africa group, mentioned this, and he really made me see the value of the Ultimate Pack. And the Ultimate Pack is, over 6,000 Rand, yes, but because you have so much to sell directly from your own store in person to get people started, you can easily recoup your investment to the tune of $37.60 right off the bat. And then you would have, this is ongoing. So when you look at the Elite and then you look at the Ultimate, you can see that the Elite plus the $37.60 exceeds the value of like the 6,000 pack. So the Ultimate Pack makes more sense in a way if you can stretch yourself to that point. So but here's the bottom line. We'll help you start from any point that exist. If you can have to come in at the good level or the active member level, doesn't matter, because we can get you to Ultimate, and that's kind of our goal as a team leaders, is to get you to this Ultimate because it gives you the most flexibility long term in terms of building your business. So we're at the point where we're like, you know what? We are done with our presentation, and now it's time for you to ask us questions or get started. So if you're ready to go, I want you to put an A in the chat, and we'll put you in a room with Meredith to help you get started. If you are like, well, I have more questions, then Kets and I will be in the question room to answer questions to help you figure out which path to pick if you just need some help. And then if you want to speak to anyone directly, we even have another group. I have 2 other special rooms set up for people if they have some other thing I haven't thought of. But for the time being, we want to either put you at you're an A or a B. Then if you're a C, you're like, thanks, but no thanks. We're not upset. We're glad you came and had an opportunity to listen to us and to hear what's coming to Africa. If you know someone who this might be for, we'd love a referral. So, we understand it's not for everybody, but, we are here and we're going to be here for a really long time because Africa is going to be a blockbuster continent in terms of income producing revenue, and now is that ground floor opportunity that both Meredith, Ketsia, and Cheryl have talked about for you to ride that wave. So with that, I will I have to find the chat to see what people have decided, but we thank you again, and we would thank you for attending. Project 5000 is on its way. If you want more information too, you can come back tomorrow. That'll be our getting started call. It's designed for brand partners, and so we can hastily get you. Becoming a brand partner is easy. Activating is what we do in the getting started call on how to maximize your time, your money, and your resources to make your money back quick. So with that, thanks. Any last words, Meredith or Kets?
Yeah, I mean, really, what it boils down to is that, Andrea's mentioned it, but we have had 3 types of people that have come to see this presentation. There's people who come and they say, you know what, thank you so much for having me. I'm not looking for an opportunity right now, and I'm okay with my health. My health is fine. I'm not worried about anything right now. And to those folks, we just say, thank you for spending an hour of time with us today. We appreciate that because you could be doing so many other things. And again, if you think of someone, please refer them to whomever invited you. Most of the people that we talk to, though, are either an A or a B. A B is someone who's saying, I can see how this may fit in my life. I can see why there's a benefit for me to have income. I can see why there's a benefit for me to have products that are made for Africans in Africa, that are, with our wallet and our palate in mind, that are warehoused here. A company that is legitimately doing business here makes us so different from many of the other opportunities. But I still have a couple questions because I just do, and I'd love to get those answered. So if that's you, just type a B into the chat and we will have you go into the I've got questions group. If though you're that person that sees the advantages of being a first mover, you're the person that says, I've been looking for something, maybe I've been praying for something, maybe I've been desiring something to come into my life. This is it. I trust the person who's brought me here. I know that they are involved. And if they're involved, this is going to the top. I do not want to miss it. Tell me where I sign up. Tell me how I get started. I'm ready to go today. If that is you, then drop an A in the chat and we'll take you into a separate room and we can give you the steps to go ahead and begin getting your business center established and getting things started. And you know, on that, I will just tell you very quickly that there's a woman on our team from Canada who was thinking about this business. And our mentor, my mentor, Ketsia's mentor, Andrea's mentor, a woman named Debbie, said to this woman, Brenda, you know, I wouldn't wait because I know that there are other people coming. And Brenda said, but I'm not sure how much time I'm going to have for this business. And Debbie said, that's okay. If you know you're going to use the products and you know you're going to share it with a few people, go ahead and grab your spot now because there will be others coming behind you. And so Brenda did. She grabbed her spot. She didn't buy the biggest kit. She got enough things for herself and enough things to share with a couple of people because that's what she knew she'd have time to do. Today, now, 10 years later, Brenda has the whole of Western Canada in her downline. She has the whole of Mexico in her downline and Australia in her downline, not through direct connections that she created, but through connections that her connections created, because she was an early, what we call an early adopter. She was a first mover. So if you're thinking, if you're on the fence, the risk of saying yes today is really, truly so small. 6 months from now, are you going to worry about the decision that you've made today? Or 6 months from now, are you going to regret that you didn't decide? That's really what I would ask. So I'm happy to help anybody that's an A over in that area, or if there aren't any, we can definitely just have you come off of mute or go ahead and drop your questions into the chat. We've got just a few more minutes. We can answer anything that you might be curious about tonight. Any questions from any of our guests? Well, awesome. That tells me that we've done a fantastic job explaining all the details. So whoever it was that invited you this evening to hear more about NewAge will definitely be following up with you, and you can let them know if you're an A or a B or a C, and we'll take action accordingly. If you do have more questions or you sleep on this tonight and say, gosh, you know what, I would like to know more, please feel free to come back and join us at 8 p.m. tomorrow for our Getting Started call, so that we can really walk you through the steps that we take our new distributors through, our new brand partners through, so that they can launch their business successfully. But for tonight, thank you everyone for being here, and we will see many of you again tomorrow. Take care, sleep well.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you. We're going once for questions, going twice for questions. If anybody has anything else that they need addressed this evening, otherwise we'll be happy to see you tomorrow.
Okay.
Is there a recording?